Humans are pretty awesome. The average human breathes about 20,000 times per day. To put that in perspective, that's about 11,000 liters of oxygen. Humans are supposedly at the very top of the food chain. Humans have no predators. But what if trees are actually at the top of the food chain? If all the plants in the world somehow vanished at the exact same time, life as we know it would probably be over. Trees make roughly 28% of the world's oxygen, and the other 72% goes to marine life found in the ocean. Speaking of oceans, did you know 71% of the Earth is actually covered by ocean? And out of that 71%, only 5% has actually been discovered. That means 66% of Earth as we know it has still been undiscovered. The world is a really big place. Earth is estimated to be 4.54 billion years old. So I guess you could say everyone watching this video is probably a little younger than Earth. Probably. Speaking of billions, our universe is about 13.8 billion years old. 13.8 billion is a pretty big number, but having $13.8 billion wouldn't even put you at the top 100 richest people in the world. It's weird to think about how the two most richest people on our planet are actually trying to get off of our planet. Our planet is referred to by many names. Personally, I like calling it the blue marble. Notice how I said our planet, because everyone watching this video is on Earth, I think. According to NASA, we may start sending humans up to Mars as soon as 2030. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's get a little more down to Earth. Let's go back to March 10th, 1876. This was the day that phones were invented. Technology is something we use every day. You, right now, are using technology. Maybe you're on a laptop, a phone, or a smart fridge, for whatever reason. Cars, buildings, TVs, rockets, toilets, basically anything you could think of. But there's one single piece of technology that is used more than anything else: social media. Social media is a really weird thing. The average person spends about 5.4 hours a day on their phone. There's 24 hours in a day, which means you spend about 22% of your day on your phone. Some people say social media is good for you. It lets you interact with the world and lets you meet people you've never met before. Others say social media is an addiction, like drugs. Personally, I just think everyone needs to go outside. Since we're on the topic of outside, let's talk about the sun. The sun is a very powerful thing, and if we didn't have it, we'd probably be dead. Basically, what I'm trying to say is go outside. You probably need some more vitamin D anyway. Speaking of vitamins, remember those Flintstone gummies our parents used to get for us? Or was that just me? Oh yeah, and about eating. Food is great, like really great. Also, if you don't eat Oreos with milk, don't talk to me. We're probably not friends anymore. But seriously, can we just give a big shout out to food for keeping us alive? We take a lot of things for granted. Most of us have a phone, food to eat, clothes to wear, family and friends. Life is pretty great. Oh, and since we're on a topic of friends, your best friend was probably decided by the seating arrangements your teacher set up on the first day of school. School is something almost every person goes through in their life. School is meant to teach you about important stuff like social interactions and the Pythagorean theorem, for some odd reason. Okay, what I'm saying is go to school. It's weird how some of the smartest people who've ever lived actually dropped out of school. For example, Albert Einstein. But like seriously, guys, don't drop out of school unless you want to. Life's a jumbled mess. 1 minute you're a kindergartner just minding your own business and enjoying life, and the next minute you're a high school dropout making YouTube videos. Yeah, that's definitely not me. Speaking of messes, you probably should clean your room. Room is a funny word. Room can mean multiple things. Room like your bedroom, or a room like there's lots of space in a bedroom. So this sentence, there's not enough room in the room next to the room with no room, would be a valid sentence. Man, that made my brain hurt. The English language is a really funny thing. For example, let's say you want to eat with your grandma. You say, "Let's eat, grandma," but if you take out the comma in the sentence, all of a sudden you're trying to eat your grandma. There's also these things called homonyms, which is basically the same word but a different meaning. For example, bow has 6 different meanings. Bow like a bow and arrow, bow like bow in a girl's hair, bow like a bow used on a violin, and bow like a bow in front of a ship. Speaking of boats, the ocean is a really cool place and has lots of really cool creatures. You know, it's weird. We name our pets and our pets somewhat understand what we're saying, but if we name our pets, don't you think it's possible our pets name us too? Pets are really cool, even though I can't have one. My brother's allergic to dogs and my mom's allergic to cats. So I guess I'll just get a goldfish and name him Nemo. Wait, remember that movie Finding Nemo? Yeah, that came out in 2003. So we're all getting old. 1 year closer to death. You know, technically, we spend our entire lives collecting people to come to our funeral, but that's a dark thought. Let's think of something more optimistic. We know more useless facts than useful ones, which is kind of ironic because I can't tell if the facts in this video were useful or useless. And if you think about it, history classes are going to get longer and harder as time goes on.